Hello, good morning. Welcome to Better Life. I'm Dr. Ayo Akinshete, and I want to say happy new week unto you. Today, I want to talk to you on exploits of ordinary people. Exploits of ordinary people. Exploits of ordinary people. And the part I want to talk about today is who should do exploits. Now, let's begin from the definition of exploits. Exploit means outstanding feats in spite of limitation. We are not talking about easy things. We are not talking about somebody dash me a house. That's a testimony, but that's no exploit. We are not talking about somebody dash me a car. That's a testimony, but that's no exploit. It is exploit when you have to do it against all limitations. It is exploit when you get it done against all odds. It is exploit when you break through where others are breaking down. That's exploit. It is exploit when they say it can be done and then you do it. Now, it doesn't have to be something very extraordinary. Yeah, it doesn't have to. They say in your family, nobody goes to school. Those who have been to school, they died. And then you went to school and you are back. You are a graduate now and you are not dead. You have done exploits. Yeah. Nobody has bought a car where you came from. And then you shot out and fought that battle. And today you have a car. Not just having a car, you are riding the car is not riding you. Now, when we talk about exploit, it's not until you become the richest man in Nigeria. It's not until you become the richest man in your nation. It's not until you become the greatest man in your country. No. You start from somewhere. Global champions begin by becoming local champions. Become a champion in small things. Then you become a champion in bigger things. And then in bigger things. And then a global champion. So exploit does not have to be something global. It doesn't have to be something very outstanding. But it means that you are achieving something out of the ordinary. You are achieving something they say you cannot achieve. You are achieving something nobody around you achieved. You are achieving something bigger than you, or something bigger than your abilities, or something at least that people can't come by easily. That's exploits. Daniel 11 verse 32b. Daniel chapter 11 and verse 32b. They that know their God shall be strong and do exploits. They that know their God shall be strong and do exploits. That's why I'm asking the question today: who should do exploits, or who will do exploits? The Lord want me to emphasize on this subject, because when people hear of great achievement, of mighty things, of mighty accomplishments, they don't close in on themselves. They look at others. They look at the big names around, not realizing that every time you hear of great things, every time you hear of mighty things, it is you God is talking about. We are the ones to do exploit, not angels. In fact, let me burst your bubble, not God. You are the one to do exploits. Let me read the scripture again. They that know their God shall be strong and do exploit. Now understand that we cannot remove the God factor, but we can't remove the fact that it is you that must do exploit. It is you that must do great things. It is you that must do mighty things. Not God, not angels, you. We generally have pictures of God appearing in the sky to announce our names or some extraordinary occurrences. Before we know that it is you God is talking about. When God declared a season of exploit, he was talking about you. He had you in mind. When the angel of God told Gideon, go in this thy might, you are a mighty man of valor. The man looked around and was wondering, who are you talking about? And the angel told him, it is you. There is might inside you. There is a valor inside you. Even though you are hiding away your harvest, even though you are a coward for now, but there is mightiness inside you. There is extraordinary achievement within you. The angel opened his eyes to see, and then ultimately he took steps in that direction, and then was able to accomplish mighty national miracles. You can do great things. Oh, you that you are hearing me, You that your parents have told you you cannot amount to anything. You that situations and circumstances have pushed to the backside of life. You that you have attempted this over and again and failed. You are the one God is talking about. You are going to do great things. You need to allow this to sink deep into your subconscious. The fact is that you are to make moves as ideas cross your mind prayerfully, and God will work from the backstage to make you exceedingly resourceful, to make you do exceedingly well. Now, God can prosper what you don't do. God can bless what you don't attempt. I understand that you have attempted a few times and you have failed. You are still learning. You are learning how not to fail. You are learning how not to do it. But don't let that cripple you. If you have done it with no prayer, now go ahead and do it with prayer. If you have done it with little prayer, go ahead and do it with more prayers. But you are the one that will do exploits. You are the one that will do mighty things. You are the one that will make mighty accomplishment possible. You will be as surprised as those looking at you when you eventually succeed. You will be as surprised as those around you when you eventually achieve mighty things. You will be as surprised as everybody looking at you. Because even you yourself, you will be shocked. But you see, the bottom line is you attempt it. Ideas are crossing your mind. God is not going to send an angel from the blues. Now, somebody is hearing this message now. I am your angel for today. You are hearing this voice because this is what God wants you to do. He wants you to step out and attempt something. He wants you to step out and do something. He wants you to step out and dare something. Dare it. Great things happen when we do what we can do. Great things happen when we do what we can do. Whatever step you can take, go ahead and take it. Stop waiting for angels to appear to you physically and talk to you. Stop waiting to have a dream where God will tell you, yes, that idea that crossed your mind, my son, my daughter, take steps. No. If the idea crossed your heart, take a step about it. Spend time in worship every day. Spend time praying to God. Spend time talking to God, but keep taking steps. And the steps you want to take, talk to God about them, but keep taking steps. Don't wait for extraordinary appearances before you make moves. The little idea in your heart is enough for you to take steps. Don't forget, a genius is 1% inspiration and 99% perspiration. 1% inspiration and 99% perspiration. So it is little ideas with a lot of work that give back to exploits. Any kind of exploit. You can do exploits even in spiritual things if you can learn to take giant strides. Sometimes when I needed to, I just felt I needed more prayer. I was not satisfied with the prayers I was praying 2 hours a day. So I felt 1.5 hours. I wanted to multiply the prayers. So I simply, look, you can accomplish mighty things by just making simple plans. I just decided every 1 hour I'm going to pray. And every 3 hours I pray a fairly long prayer. Every 1 hour, maybe 10-15 minutes. Every 3 hours, 30 minutes to 1 hour. Apart from my morning prayers, apart from my night prayers. And then I began to do that. At times after 1 hour, I won't have the 10 minutes. It could be 5 minutes. But then over time, I was practically touching God, kissing God, romancing God round the clock. Look, if you are waiting for things to just happen on their own, nothing will happen around your life. I can assure you. If you are waiting for great things to happen around your life ordinarily, nothing will happen. Great things are done by ordinary people who can keep taking steps. Mighty things are done by ordinary people who can just keep taking steps. They take steps, they achieve little. They take steps, they achieve little. They take steps, and then boom, somewhere along the line, it will be little, then mighty. Small, then great. Little, then mighty. So if you are ashamed of little result, you are not going to have mighty result. If you are ashamed of small results, you are not going to have great results. But you keep taking steps, keep following your heart, keep following the ideas that the Lord is putting in your heart. And then boom, somewhere along the line, great things will happen. Boom, somewhere along the line, the little result will become mighty result. Now, somebody may need to just have a little change of mind there. The fact that you are laboring, the fact that you are doing your best, and it appears what is coming is not an exploit yet. What is coming is not extraordinary yet. What is coming is not great yet. Does not mean you should stop. Yeah, in the words of Jesus, he said, those who are faithful in little are already faithful in much. Those who are faithful in little, more will be committed to them. If you can be faithful with the little result you are generating, be faithful, work harder towards it. Somewhere along the line, it is going to turn to something bigger, and to something bigger, and to something bigger, and to something bigger. Before you know what is happening, you have something mighty. That's how it works. Look at the way God began the earth. The earth does not just happen boom at once. Now, anybody who want to generate exploit, this is one of the understanding you must have. Exploit won't just happen boom at once. There must be a preparation towards it. There must be a growing towards it. God began creating the earth, the magnificent earth, the beautiful earth, the earth loaded with the glory of God. It began by declaring light. Let there be light. And the Bible said there was light. And then he commanded the waters to go up and down so that there can be space. You see that? There was no beauty yet. Waters went up, waters was on the ground. Then he commanded the waters of the ground to move to one side so that there can be earth. He had man in mind, but he had to start from there. And then water moved to one side, there was soil, there was water. He commanded the earth to bring forth fruits, or trees rather. He commanded the sea to multiply with animals that can live in the sea. He commanded animals to appear on the earth also. And then little by little, he created the sun, he created the moon. And then ultimately on the sixth day, he created man. And don't forget, God's day is not 24 hours. So if you could make all of this in whatever measure is all 7 days maybe, you to take your time. Just keep doing it. Keep working at it. Let your eyes be on the glorious picture, and then keep taking your steps one by one towards the glorious picture. Yes, there must be a big picture. The big picture is the exploit, but you keep doing small things you can do. And each time you do small things, you have more capacity to do bigger than what you have done before. And then you keep improving and keep improving until ultimately you will do the exploits. Great things are done by ordinary people who can keep doing what they are doing and grow towards the great. Mighty things are achieved by ordinary people who can keep hammering at the little they are getting, and they keep growing. That's how to do great things. Great things don't happen boom at once. It's a process, and only those who can dare process, only those who can follow process, only those who can tarry, who can wait, are going to achieve exploit. He said, though it tarries, wait for it, because it will not fail. Your greatness will fail. Great things are coming to you in the name of Jesus. Please, if you need to call, you need to want to talk to, we are always here for you. The number to call or send SMS to 070 rather 070 56 66 76 86 070 56 66 76 86.